Hello, welcome to my channel, Craft with Heidi-Leigh. In today's video, we're going to be diving into the fascinating world of crochet hooks and yarns. If you're an absolute beginner, choosing the right tools is essential for starting crocheting. So, let's get started. First, let's talk about the crochet hooks that you get. There are various types of sizes available, but these are the most common ones that everyone uses at the moment. The different ones that you get is these ones, which are wood crochet hooks. These ones are very nice if you like the more natural feel and you like the wood on your yarn. These ones are really good. They come in different sizes. These are the only sizes that I have at the moment, but these are really good for using wood crochet hooks. Then what we have is we have the aluminium hooks. So these are these two hooks. They're just full aluminium hooks. It all depends on if you like the slimmer feel when you are crocheting, then you can use the aluminium ones. These ones are nice to just crochet like this. They can, however, give you a little bit of hand cramp over here, but if you prefer it, try it, see how they are. These are really good to also start off as. These two over here are also the aluminium hooks. The only difference is that this one, for instance, has a rubber handle. So when you're crocheting with the rubber handle, your hand doesn't cramp as much as the other aluminium ones. So this one is really good for those who get cramps in their hands. And then you have this one, which is slightly different. This is a soft plastic. So it's not like the rubber one. It is a soft plastic, but it also works exactly the same as the rubber one. It just doesn't give you a hand cramp as well. So these two I'd recommend are really good for beginners. If you want to start off with crocheting, use one of these two, and then they also don't give you a hand cramp, so you can crochet for longer at a time. I then also have this one. This one is quite a large one. It's a 15mm. So the 15mm crochet hook is obviously, as you can see, a lot larger than the other ones. This one is a full plastic hook. So the back is plastic, the hook is plastic. It's not like the aluminium or the wood ones. This one is full plastic, and this one works well for those bigger projects. If you also want to use it for starting off crocheting, this is also a really good investment, because then you can see the stitches are bigger and it's easier to crochet with. But more than happy to use either this one or to use the smaller ones. What I would recommend is, like, this one is a 4mm. Which is quite a small hook. So what I would recommend is, if you want to start off, rather go with like a 6mm. As you can see the difference over here, the one is a significantly larger one. So using a bigger hook when you're starting off will be easier than a smaller hook, as the smaller hook will make a smaller crochet project, whereas the bigger one will make a bigger crochet project, making it easier for beginners to see where you have to crochet and where you have to go into the yarn. So now let's move on to the yarns. Yarns come in various weights, and each weight is suitable for different projects. The most common yarns are the ones that I have here. There are other yarns as well, which are more common, but we're just going to go through some of the yarns, and then you can also investigate other yarns if you want to do projects that recommend other yarns. So what we're going to start off is this one. So this one is called a 4-ply yarn. So this one is also good. It's quite a thin yarn, as you can see over here. So this one's really good for lace projects. It's quite a lightweight projects that are delicate and need more intricate time. So things like lace as well as shawls, this is a really good wool for that. And then if you're making any of those animals that are small animals like little key rings, anything like that, this is a really good yarn for those ones. We then have one of our most common yarns. This one is a double knit yarn. So the double knit yarn can be used for slightly thicker, great projects for making baby items and lightweight garments. So as you can see by the yarn, it's a lot thicker than the 4-ply yarn. So this will give a bigger and thicker project. This is your most common one that everyone uses, and this is a really good one to also potentially start off with. I then have a chunky. So this is a chunky yarn. As you can see by this yarn, it is a lot thicker than the double knit yarns. It's about double the size. So this one's also really good if you want to start off with those bigger projects. This one can also be really good for hats and blankets. Also, if you want to make scarves, winter accessories, this one's really good. The chunky one is really good for those kind of projects. And if you want to start off, let's say you want to start off with a scarf, making a scarf, this is a really good one to start off, as you will also use a thicker needle and hook for this one. And then the last one I'll be showing you is a mega chunky. So this one is either known as a mega chunky or super chunky yarn. So this is a really thick yarn, as you can see here, with it being really thick. It's about 3 times the size of the chunky yarn. So this is a really good one if you want to make those nice bulky chunky scarves, blankets, winter accessories, hats, those kinds of things. You will use the mega chunky for this. You're using the different kinds of wools with the different kinds of hooks. You will need to go and have a look at the label of the product. So we're just going to use this one for an example, the mega chunky for an example. If you have a look here at the back of the label, you will always see what it's made out of. So this one is 100% acrylic. The tension here is 10 by 10 centimeters. Everyone's tension could be slightly different. This one makes approximately 110 meters or 120 yards. This is a 300 gram wool. If you have a look at the other smaller ones, this one, for example, is 100 grams. So you can see that the comparison through both of them, this one's a lot less than this one. So that's a 300 grams. And then this one uses a 12 to 15 millimeter crochet hook. Or if you're knitting, it uses the same knitting hooks. So for the crocheting, we'll be looking at this one. It will only have the one hook, which is the 12 to 15 millimeter. And then if you have a look here, there will always be a tag that states which color it is. So this one is a silver color, and then it will also give you the color code. So this is a 9004 code, and you can always have a look through that. And then if you turn over, it also gives you the washing instructions. So things like do not tumble dry, do not bleach, do not iron, do not dry clean, and then hand wash at temperature stated. So this will be your little hand wash, and then just above the hand there will be a degrees Celsius or degrees Fahrenheit, depending on which country you're in. So this one is a 30 degrees Celsius that you can hand wash it as. So that is all the things that you need to know about your wool. Just ensure, for instance, if you go for this kind of wool, if you have a look here, this one uses a 4 millimeter crochet hook. A US is a F5 or a UK is an 8. So you will always check through which one this one uses, and this one, if it says 4 millimeter, then you will get your crochet hook like this. This one is then a 4 millimeter, and this one will be perfect for these projects. So when you are buying wool, just have a look at the crochet specs, and then you'll get the needle and hook, which will be perfect for your project. And there you have it, a beginner's guide to choosing the correct hooks and yarns for your crochet projects. If you found this video helpful, press the like button, subscribe to my channel for more craft tips and tricks. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Also, if you have any suggestions on any other videos you want to see, please pop that in the comments. I'll have a look at it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.